Our first speaker earned the privilege to address you today by virtue of his position as president of the Student Faculty Council, and he was tremendous in that role. It is my very great pleasure to introduce to you Zach Rosen.
Good afternoon. The class of 2013 has finally made it. We are all here to celebrate our achievement and hard work over the past few years. Whether it was balancing the GPA with sports practice every day or studying for a piano recital while you had a bio test the next morning, we did it, and we did it well. And even though we might not always say it, we owe a lot of thanks to everyone sitting in the audience. The 3 F words: faculty, friends, and family. The first F word is faculty. Tower Hill is unique in the fact that we as a grade have grown up with each other. We have also grown up with our teachers. I remember that some of the luckiest students were able to have Mrs. Lacey in kindergarten and again in first grade. I always prayed after I had Mrs. Lacey in first grade that she would continue to move up with me every year until 4th grade. Unfortunately, she remained a first grade teacher, but I still had the pleasure of visiting her. On the other end of the spectrum was Mrs. Anderson. When she substituted for Mrs. Chalucci, a former math teacher in 6th grade, I could not stand her. Was I really going to have to put up with her for the rest of the year? Who would have thought that after 6th grade math, she would go on to become my full year 7th grade math teacher, and then my 8th grade math teacher? But to my surprise, she became more than just a math teacher. She became a friend that I could always talk to. To this day, my friends and I still visit her. It does help that she has an endless supply of candy, but we don't visit her for that reason. Tower Hill is unique. In no other school can you brag about having so many teachers' cell phone numbers. I don't know if I should be proud of it or not, but off the top of my head, I can count 5 teachers, and I'm currently texting 2 of them right now. Right, Mrs. Cover? What I'm trying to say is that Tower Hill has allowed its students to form great relationships with teachers, only further enhancing the excellent education we have received at Tower Hill. The relationships with our teachers will help us in college when forming key connections with professors. Now, on to the second F word. This F word, family, is the hardest to admit to appreciating, but it's true, parents and grandparents, we thank you, especially for supporting us through the long journey consisting of pre-K, kindergarten, lower school, middle school, upper school, picking us up from sports, driving to school when we forget our homework, feeding us when we come home starving, and giving us that stern lecture when we fail a history test. Being a parent is tough. Even when I babysit kids and I have to pick them up from school, drop them off at a friend's house, bring them to their tennis lesson, and somehow make dinner, I don't know how all of the moms and dads of the world do it. I really don't. It's amazing. The last F word is friends. How do you thank all of the people that aren't related to you or have not lived with you? Well, today, graduation is not just about the seniors. It is about all of the people who have helped pave our way through the last 14 years of our lives. And by pave, I mean when the other 2 F words are being annoying and unreasonable, we had all of you to turn to. Who else are you supposed to go to when you accidentally back up into a rock and dent the back of your mom's car? You're supposed to go to your friends. Just some advice. Also, it's a lot better when you make your friends call your parents, because your parents will not lecture your friends. Now, we return to the class of 2013. We did it. Our grade is no stranger to hardship. We have faced many obstacles and struggles, but we prevailed. We are strong, we are confident, and we are smart. When put with the task of writing this graduation speech, I asked myself, what summarizes our grade? It has to be deeper than the fact that we have kept the senior homeroom cleaner than previous years. So I asked myself, what is our legacy? What will we leave behind? I hope that we will leave Tower Hill as leaders, as role models, and as friends. Who knows, America's next president could be sitting right behind me, or even at this very podium. Not only has our education given us many opportunities to succeed in the future, we have also made the most out of our time here. Some of us, teachers and students, have been here together for 14 years, and others only a few years. But we all recognize how much this place means to us. Congratulations, class of 2013. Thank you.